that time and knocked it out. Incidentally, we must mention too that Dwyer... Well, there's the North Melbourne record against Hawthorn. The ball comes back to Steele. Now a chance to drive it deep into attack, looking for Cracker. He goes for the mark. He's got it, Jimmy. Oh, he's running off. He should kick a goal here. Straightens him up, and he's put it through. So North Melbourne are looking good now. 13-10, 88 North Melbourne to Hawthorn, 10-7, 67.
It's a fine piece of football, and Cracker in this quarter has really been a light. No pun intended, but Steele taking it from the ruck and a lovely mark to Jimmy Cracker, then realising that everybody was off balance bar himself, just casually went away and kicked a lovely goal.
Waiting now for the ball at centre field, just on the 4-minute mark. 88 plays, 67. Ball comes back again, punched away that time by Mew, back towards DP Domenico. Actually went between Dwyer's legs. This gives DP Domenico a chance. He slunk to the ground. Buckenara kicks it off the ground. Ackley, as Peter said, covered Platten pretty well here tonight. Kicked off the ground by Dwyer. They're not taking any chances, this North Melbourne defence. They're playing it safe, and the ball is out of bounds. I was going to say, Bob, that Buckenara in the first quarter, I think he had about 14 possessions and certainly led Dwyer and merry downs, but the young fella's bounced back and he's well on top of Dwyer in these last couple of quarters.
Certainly is, Lou.
Back it comes to Green. Intercepting that time was Steele. Goes for a hand pass back to Atkins. Out there at half back. Shows a lot of pace. Over it goes to McCann. A long kick to centre half forward. At the back as Love goes the punch. That could be a free kick. Cracker gets a hand pass to Jonas. Not a good one. Still plenty of scrimmaging going on. The umpires found a free kick, and it'll go to Hawthorn out there at half back.
Penalising the side, surely. No advantage rule played there. Colin Robertson was away and running. Now Chris Mew is. Buckenara, as Lou mentioned, hasn't done much since quarter time. Hasn't been able to. That one's into no man's territory. Crocker, straight out of bounds. Throw in right forward pocket for Hawthorn at the 5-minute mark of the term. Attendance tonight, 26,456. Certainly looks a bit more from here. Knocked down by Deer. In goes Law. Tries to effect the hand pass. Ineffective. And we'll see a bounce. Still in Hawthorn's forward pocket. They've trailed all night apart from a brief period during the third quarter. North Melbourne answered that pretty quickly. And should they win tonight, it will be a thoroughly deserved victory. Handley has a shot at goal and has put that one through, I think, 4 full points. And a badly needed one for the Hawks. Handley's first for the night. And Hawthorn's 11th, 11-7, 73 to 13-10, 88.
A fine goal by Robert Handley. We see the ball won by North Melbourne, then Handley trapping it beautifully, and from almost on the boundary line, a great goal.
Judge 2, Byrne 2, Loveridge 2, Kennedy 2, the major goal kickers for Hawthorn. McCann has 2 for North Melbourne, and also Love 2 with Jimmy Cracker, and also Harris. 15 points in it now. 6.25 minutes have elapsed in the final quarter. The opportunity for Platten, and he hasn't had too many of them tonight. Up towards Judge, knocked away by Smith. DP Domenico gets beaten for it by Atkins, whose kick is along the ground, very close to the boundary line, and indeed crosses it on the outer side. Centre wing, a boundary throw-in. Pretty close to the Crackers wicket area. Between wing and half forward for Hawthorn. Kennedy against Harris. Won by Harris, tried to get it to Steele, who lost it. Knock on by Judge was good football. Who's there for Hawthorn? No one. McCann in turn gets it back to Smith. His kick up towards the centre circle, and in fact has gone over it. So the opportunity for North Melbourne. Crackers there, beaten for it by Tuck, socked away by Demetriou. Tuck again. Demetriou. Grab when not in possession, must take a free kick, which he gets from umpire Clayton.
Still playing a great game, a quick hand pass. Now it's going back from Jonas back to Demetriou again out there at half forward.
Wasn't behind the mark, Lou.
Well, let's see what Demetriou can do with this one. He balks, in a bit of trouble. He's got around Tuck now. Didn't know which way he was going. Finally drives it up there towards the full forward position. Byrne goes the punch, plays it safe towards the forward pocket. It'll go out of bounds, will it? No, it's still back in play as we see the ball picked up that time by Handley. And there's a strong mark taken by Mew. Mew's on the half-back line. 15 points the difference. There's a good pass. Grabbed by Ayres. A hand pass to Green. Now Hawthorn have got a chance to go deep into attack. Up it goes towards Judge. He's put out of position, grabbed by Kennedy, back to Buckenara again. A long kick up towards the full forward position. It's Crocker and Deer, but it's too long for both of them and through for 1 point. So it's 14 points the difference into this last quarter. Tuck coming off the ground. He hasn't played too well tonight, the Hawthorn skipper. Just over the 8-minute mark. 14 points in favour of North Melbourne as Siri takes it from the wing out wide, looking for Atkins there. He's got a chance to pick this up. McDonald goes wide. He got one right around the ear that time, and he'll get a free kick out there at half-back. Or half-forward, I should say, for North Melbourne. DP a minute ago was looking back at the umpire saying, I wonder why he got the free kick. A short pass to McCann. He's a long kick into the goal square. Cracker and Robertson. Neither can take the mark. There's a chance now for a goal. No, by Love, but it's kicked and out of bounds. So is it out of bounds on the full? Yes. And a penalty free kick will go down there to Howard in the back pocket. So at the just on the 9-minute mark, it's 13-10-88 North Melbourne to Hawthorn. 11 goals, 8-74 as the ball comes back into play again. Russo over to Green. Now, Green hasn't played a bad game tonight for Hawthorn. It drops short, punched away by Smith. Back it comes to Loveridge. He'll go for a hand pass to Green. Green backing up well as he fires at the goals, but will it catch a goal? It's a goal.
Melbourne have been able to answer the challenges so far. Can they do it again? Hawthorn throwing one out here. Coop tries to get the hand pass out, or Mew got one in the eye.
Mew playing at centre half back now, Bob.
Yes, Lou.
Chris Mew, a little bit short of the centre field area. Towering punt kick up the half forward. Great mark taken by Smith.
Lester Smith at full back, and Harris is coming off the ground. Ryan on the ground.
Underneath it, Dippier Domenico. Cracker upsets him. Dipper goes down, paddles the ball forward, trying to get it to Platten or Kennedy. Neither can take it. Now it's Kennedy with the chance. No one to give it to except Cracker. Good tackle. Cracker caught. Ball rebounds for German or Robertson. Socket away by Dippier Domenico in towards centre field. Loveridge. Loveridge a short pass. Who's he got down there? The mark taken by Big Deer.
Could get 15 metres.
Not going to, I don't think. Kicked a nice goal earlier in the night. That was from a running shot. Let's see how he goes from a standing start. It's a much improved big man, Deer, and they certainly need them out at Hawthorn. He's rucked fairly well tonight. Tired perhaps a little bit in the second half. That's not a great kick. Blue and white Guernseys are bound. That one belongs to McCann. He's well caught. Ackley. Law. Good tackle, Judge. Out of bounds. And perhaps the Hawthorn fans looking for a deliberate decision out there. It's a long way from us. Boundary throw in. Left forward pocket for Hawthorn. Deer and McCann. McCann wins it. Platten burrows through like a ferret. Crocker loses it. Ackley, Siri. North Melbourne get clear through German. Up towards centre field. Mark taken by Robertson. He was off for all money. Mew and Chris Mew. Will he go for the long kick? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. It's over the half-forward line. The pack fly. Buckenara got under that one. Coming out to meet it now is Crocker and Hanley, but it's out of bounds, and there'll be a throw-in right against the Hawthorn point post. So they're trailing by 8 points as we approach the 12-minute mark of this last quarter. And they've really got a chance now, Hawthorn. Can they wear this very determined North Melbourne side down as the ball hits the deck? Platten and Crocker go after it. And it's finally forced out of bounds. This time it's in the opposite forward pocket position. So Hawthorn still with a chance to score. Deer and McCann. Deer got the tap down. In goes Platten. Hits the deck. They pounce on top of him. It's Kennedy getting a hurried kick. He might have put this through from the ground. One hand nearly. You could say a great goal. 2 points the difference. And that's Kennedy's third. 13-10-88. North Melbourne to Hawthorn. 13-8-86.
That was an amazing goal. I think that's the only way to describe it, Bob.
Well, I think you can call it great courage too, as we see Platten go in there underneath, tap the ball forward. Kennedy slips, slides, still on his knees at this stage, and he actually crawled up, I think.
Well, you could call that one hand kneeling, couldn't you?
A magnificent effort.
2 points the difference. Into this quarter by just on 13 minutes. Hawthorn bouncing back into attack now. Can they run over this very determined? Oh, great mark to Platten. That's about the first time he's got away from Ackley all night. A 15-metre penalty. I don't know what that was for, really.
For applying pressure, you cannot allow him to run on.
Well, he looked as though he was going to break away. I think the umpire was pretty tough on Ackley there. This has really set it up for Platten. And a big chance to put Hawthorn in front. He's only about 20 metres out. The kick on its way, and it's a goal. And the Hawks have hit the front. At the 13.5-minute mark of this last quarter, it's Hawthorn 14-8, 92 to North Melbourne 13-10, 88.
The way that ball went well through the goals, the 15 metres made all the difference, and I think the umpire was very harsh on David Ackley because he couldn't allow, if he just stood there and watched Platten, his coach would have taken him off the ground.
That's right.
Certainly, well, he was moving. He had to grab him.
First goal to Platten, Hawthorn in front. The last time that led was in the third quarter at about the same stage of the term. North got a very quick reply. Can they do it again? Hawthorn by 4 points, 92 to 88. 14 minutes gone. Final term knocked away by Byrne. Who's going to get there first? It's picked up by DP Domenico, just about caught. In fact, the umpire says a throw.
He said a throw.
Pushing in the face.
Cracker to take the free kick. Cracker from short of centre field out towards left centre wing. Chance for the North Melbourne side to go forward. Russo might get there first. German beats him to it. Looks for a free kick. Still paddling it in front of him, out of bounds though now. Well played, Peter German.
Well, it was good as a kick, that, because he carted it about 40 metres, didn't he?
Yes, it was a great effort.
Boundary
Cracker back on the ground, Coop off.
That's
Phil Cracker,
Phil Cracker, yeah. Doesn't seem to be limping now. He did look a little tentative when he left. Knocked down by Byrne, picked up by Howard for Hawthorn. Howard's kick is short, but up the centre wing. Passmore may get there first for North Melbourne. Doesn't get a favourable bounce. Now he does. Gets clear of Langford. Passmore to half forward for the Kangaroos. And one can take the grab. Looks like a rugby scrum out there, and umpire Russo has adjudicated. And it will be a bounce at North Melbourne centre half forward position. And that's developing into a thriller. It is a thriller. And a great game of football after that rain stopped. Knocked down by Ryan. Socket further forward, but picked up by Howard. Underneath it, Phil Cracker. DP Domenico late on the scene, but beats him to it. That's Jimmy Cracker down there, though. Well shepherded. Jimmy's shot could put North Melbourne in front of it. It's a goal, and it is! What a shot! What a goal! Oh, what a game of football. North by 2 points, 94 to 92.
Again, can they hang on? As a bit of fumbling go on by both sides. There was a hand pass coming out from Green to Buckenara, and Hawthorn swing back into attack. Two North Melbourne players bowl each other. Passmore still there. Right on his back there is Langford. Taps it out now to Hanley. A snappered goal. And now it's only a point, the difference. Oh, it's been a great game. 94 plays 93 in favour of North Melbourne.
It'd be funny if we had another draw, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it be? Just on the 17-minute mark of this last quarter, the ball back into play again. Marked here now by Crocker. Crocker's out there at half-back, goes for the long kick, and Jonas fumbled that one, but it's okay. And Love's grabbed it out there on the wing position. A long kick up towards full forward. The pack fly punched out that time by Lester Smith, but it's still in North Melbourne's attacking zone, about 30 metres around from their goal. And they're a point in front, just over the 17-minute mark of this last quarter. Interchanged by North Melbourne. I think it might be German coming up, Bob, is it?
Looks like Love.
Ball cleared away by Russo, back towards the centre of the ground. A chance for Dwyer to mark. He doesn't let his side down. He's grabbed it at centre field, so he's going to give them another chance to go back into business. This is Dwyer. A long kick up there towards the full forward position. The pack fly. No one can hold the mark. Jonas comes out, a hand pass. Coming over now to Steele, in a bit of trouble. Gets hooks it around, but it won't come around enough, so the difference now 2 points. Took a little bit too long to get rid of it then, young Steele, but he's played a good game tonight. 95 plays 93 in favour of North Melbourne. And we're just on the 18-minute mark of this last quarter. Ball comes out now to Russell Green. And Russell Green's been a fine player tonight for Hawthorn too, as he sends the ball back there towards their half-forward line. Buckenara getting away from Dwyer. And he hasn't done that many times since quarter time. Boots the ball high up towards the full forward position. Judge at the back flies. But a great safe mark in front by Smith, who's done a darn good job down there in defence tonight.
Certainly has, Lou.
2 points the difference. Not 18.5 minutes gone in favour of North Melbourne in this last quarter.
Looking for Dwyer, but it was just a little bit too long for him as Steele carts it over the boundary line. The throw in close to the centre wing area. 2 points in favour of North. They've led pretty well right throughout the night, apart from 2 brief periods in the third quarter and this one. Here's Dwyer again. On to Phil Cracker. Phil Cracker on left centre wing. And he keeps going. Jonas, long kick from him. He can kick it long too. It's a goal. No worries about that one. Jonas playing good football tonight. His second goal, and North Melbourne answer the challenge yet again. They'd be robbed if they lost this. 101 to 93.
No doubt about the ability of the Crackers. They're great thinkers on the ground, Bob.
Well, we watch the replay now, and if ever a goal was set up by a player with great skill. The hand pass over the top from Phil Cracker after touching the ball on the ground twice. And he did that at full pace, as we say.
I'll tell you that, he's a marvel. They're both marvels.
19.5 minutes gone. Final quarter. North Melbourne, as they have done right throughout the night, answering the challenge from last year's runners-up. 8 points in it again. Thumped away by McCann. Langford to Platten. Platten with good speed, but almost gets pinned, but the pass is on. It's on to Deere, in turn to Kennedy. Kennedy can make it 4 goals for the night if he's accurate, and he's put it through for full points. So once again, Hawthorn come back, but they can't go goal for goal because they still trail by 2. 101 to 99 on Sevens Big League.
I think you summed it up before, Pete, when you said what a great game. A good effort by Atkins there to catch. Almost put Platten off. He actually did. It certainly wasn't the pass that was meant for Deere, but a nice pass, hand pass by the big fellow to Kennedy.
John Kennedy's 4th goal for Hawthorn. Once again, 2 points the difference. 101 to 99 on Sevens Big League. It's a thriller before this crowd of over 26,000 at the cricket ground. Picked up by Buckenara from the centre bounce. Mark taken, or almost taken. Has he got it? That's Atkins. Yes, it has been allowed, and he'll put North Melbourne into attack.
2 points the difference. And Atkins sends the ball back over North Melbourne's half-forward line. Good play on the part of Jonas. He punts it. There's Cracker again. Jimmy goes after it. It bounces okay up there towards the goal. Steele flies. Pushed away by McDonald. Back it goes and through for 1 point. So it's 3 points the difference. Well, you don't know who's going to win this match. 102 plays 99 in favour of North Melbourne. Into the quarter by just over 21 minutes. I wouldn't like to predict the winner here, Bob.
It could be a case of who's in front at the right time, Lou.
Who's in front at the finish? Over it goes now to Crocker out there. And oh, he's got to get rid of this. Well tackled by DP a minute ago and recovers well. Gets to his feet. He looks for a hand pass over there to Weed. He's got him. And Eade out there with another one back to Langford. It's a dribbler. But Langford doesn't mess about. He kicks along the ground. Back it goes to Judge. Coming in to meet it now is Ackley. He got one in the back. He'll get a free kick. And he's played a superb game tonight. He's had the Rovers well covered down there all night. This is more like the Ackley we know, not the one we watched last week, Bob.
Well, it might have been a bit tentative against his old side, Lou.
Ball back into play. Chance for McCann. That's a good grab. Actually, McCann's lifted his game since half-time too.
Has.
This is McCann. Still 2 points the difference. A hand pass coming over now to Crocker. Crocker goes for a short one. Ball punched out, but backing up well as Mew. A hand pass back to Rodney E. The short one will be okay, and Loveridge has got it. He's right on the edge of the square, goes for a pass, looking for Buckenara. Got away from Dwyer, and he's got a chance now to put the Hawks in front from about 40 metres out. Well, I don't think it'd be 40 metres as we approach the 22.5-minute mark. He's already kicked 1 goal. This is the one he's got to kick to let the Hawks bounce back in front again. There it is on its way. It's coming around nicely. It's a goal, and Hawthorn are in front. So, 22.5 minutes gone of the last quarter. It's North Melbourne 15-12, 102, trailing Hawthorn 16-9, 105.
I think you would term that a real pressure kick. There's on replay from the half-back line, Mew across to Eade. Eade with the short pass to Loveridge. Loveridge, a nice little pass across, and it was no easy kick for Buckenara, a real pressure kick.
23 minutes of elapse, 105 to 102. Who's going to get it out of the centre? No one really having much success. Finally, it's left to Peter Russo. Russo kicks it down to where he finds Ackley. Smith, 4 North Melbourne players are there, and John Law does the work. Back towards centre field, marked a deer, I think. Yes, it has been paid by umpire Russo, and a 15-metre penalty as well, but he doesn't waste any time. On to Eade. Eade from centre field. Short pass. Green. He's played a ripper second half.
He's played a fair game all night, Pete.
Green. Pass was a little bit too high. Underneath it, Kennedy. Atkins is there. Kennedy's kicked 4 goals, puts Atkins out of business. No, he doesn't put him out of business. Atkins carts it over the boundary line. It will be a throw-in Hawthorn's left forward pocket at the 23.5-minute mark. It's like a horse race. The bob of the heads on the line is going to decide this one. Knocked down by Byrne, but he can't find a Hawthorn player there initially. Judge flings it out. About the best word. That might be a free kick, is it? No.
I think they'll let it go a bit now, seeing it's so close.
Yes,
you
I think it would have been
paying the little
a game umpire to play that.
No, that's right.
Anyway, it's a bounce about 35 to 40 metres out from Hawthorn's scoring area. Knocked away by Ackerley. He did a pretty good job too. Over to Phil Cracker. Up towards the centre wing position. Howard in front with Jonas. It's a wrestle. That's number 34. That's Ryan. He started on the bench. Howard grabbed, not in possession. They're letting it go, as you said, Lou. Picked up by Chris Mew. Only about a 10-metre kick. And he's going to pay that one. Well, they've plucked them out.
Well, it's in the back, Pete.
Picked up by Ackerley. Onto Ryan again on centre wing. Nice balk by Ryan. Ryan's short pass. A little bit too long for Jonas, but he's played a fine game, Peter Jonas. Is that out of bounds? It is now anyway, and a boundary throw-in almost in North Melbourne's left forward pocket. We enter the time-on period. Lewis?
About 5 seconds, only 3 points the difference, but North Melbourne have got a chance to get in front again because only about 55 metres out from their goal. Comes back to Phil Cracker. Down he goes. They pounce on top of him. The crowd yelling out for a free kick, but there wasn't one there. A ball up about 55 metres out from the North Melbourne goal, and they trail by 3 points.
I think Phil was looking for one, wasn't he?
Well, will time beat North Melbourne? Can they get a goal to put themselves back in front again? Knocked out by Love, grabbed here by Dwyer, has a putt shot up towards the full forward position. Oh, it might bounce through, it's a goal! It's back in front again, a great goal by Dwyer. Well, that was bad luck because the Lester Smith fell over at the last moment. He could have easily saved them, but a bit of bad luck. So it's 108 plays, 105, and North Melbourne are back in front again.
Well, you could say, Lou, that they paid the penalty of packing the back line because as a half-forward, Buchanara came right up into defence, and all he did was bring Dwyer down, who took the ball from the bounce and showed great skills with that lovely left-foot kick.
26.5 minutes gone, 3 points in front. North Melbourne, can they hang in as the ball goes out now to McCann? Oh, he overrun the ball. Buchanara picks it up, kicks it out to that half-forward flank, but Law's there. And the ever-reliable Law goes for a long kick. And Ayres takes a good one down there at half-back for Hawthorn. Still 3 points the difference in favour of North Melbourne. It's been a great game here tonight as the ball hits the deck again. In goes Ackley, down goes Ackley. Kennedy gets it out again. Finally, it comes over to Loveridge, a short pass. It'll be okay, and DP Domenico's got it about 55 metres out from goal. He doesn't know where to go. He's trying to make up his mind now. He finally gets the kick over. Punched out by Corcomelis. Good play. Not Cork, I knew I'd say Demetrio. And Demetrio kicks it high up there towards the full forward position. No one can take the mark. It's exciting football as McCann gets a hand pass to Atkins. Another hand pass comes out. Law's grabbed. He gets the kick back out there towards the wing position. And there's a good mark taken in defence by Rodney. A long kick over that half-forward line. There's a chance now for Byrne to mark. He's got it. Oh, he's only about 35 metres out from goal, directly in front. And can he get it? Because if he kicks this goal, he's already kicked two. It would just about give the game to Hawthorn.
On replay, a fine mark. Crocker doing everything he could to try and punch the ball away, but Byrne in better position.
The odds against Michael Byrne. He kicked 3 last week. He doesn't often do that. He's kicked 2 tonight, so this is the most crucial one of them all. He's got it, has he? Away to the goal umpire. Byrne likes it. It's a goal. And so Hawthorn hit the front. Well, it's pretty hard to pick the winner of this one. Hawthorn by 3, and we've been playing 28 minutes in the final quarter now. Here's the mark again, Bob.
Again on replay. Not much that Crocker could do. He was caught out of position, and he certainly couldn't be critical. He was trying desperately, but to Byrne in just too good a position.
3 goals to Michael Byrne, 4 to Kennedy. Hawthorn's leading contributors. Judge has 2. Jimmy Cracker has 3 for North Melbourne. 108 to 111. Knocked away by McCann. Knock on by Mew, or knock away. Didn't go Hawthorn's way. Langford off the ground, up towards left centre wing for Hawthorn. Ackerley and Platten. Ackerley's had the better of him right throughout the night, and that was a good hand pass to Atkins. Atkinson turned back to Smith, who's played a very solid game in defence. Short pass, McCann again. Or fumbles at the crucial moment, tries to crash through, holding the ball. And Chris Mew did his thing. Can Collingwood come back?